They're ready already.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the visiting Arlington Colts. Batting first in left field, number 6, Cooper Peach. Batting second at first base, number 20, Lazaro Alvarado. Batting third at catcher, number 25, Jackson Irons. Batting fourth at shortstop, number 4, Alex Bustamante. Batting fifth in right field, number 15, Braxton Hawkins. Batting sixth, starting pitcher, number 22, Ryan Ott. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 8, Caden Horton. Batting eighth, designated hitter, number 9, Eli Terrell. Batting ninth, at third base, number 17, Dylan Bouchell. Starting center fielder is number 2, Yahir Arroyo. The Colts are led by head coach Brian Womack. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Lamar Vikings. Batting first in center field, number 24, Cooper Barnard. Barnard in center. Batting second, designated hitter, number 1, Jalen Humbles. Humbles, the DH. Batting third at catcher, number 16, Nick Griffin. Griffin behind the plate. Batting fourth at third base, number 18, Mason Gilliam. Gilliam at third. Batting fifth at first base, number 1, Parker Schutte. Schutte, the first baseman. Batting sixth at second base, number 11, Houston Cornish. Cornish at second. Batting seventh in right field, number 12, Eric Olivares. Olivares in right. Batting eighth, starting pitcher, number 9, Tucker Isbell. Isbell on the mound. Batting ninth, left fielder, number 4, Ethan Barnard. Barnard in left. The starting shortstop is number 19, Cade Shryock. Shryock at short. The rest of your Lamar Vikings are Jacob Holler, Jacob Shehorn, Peyton Browning, Nate Rivera, Zach Woods, and Eddie Charez, and they are led by Coach Paul Kino. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise as you are able, remove your hats, and honor our nation's flag, remembering those who have proudly served our country to defend our freedom as we play the national anthem.
First pitch, right? I mean, ceremonial.
Baseball fans, today's ceremonial first pitch is brought to you from Brent Huddleston, Lamar class of 94. Brent played catcher from 1992 through 1994. Wore number 3, graduated in 94, and after Lamar's baseball years, he played at Northeast Texas Community College and then Texas Tech. Brent is now an attorney in Dallas with his wife, Susan, and 2 kids, Lila, 14, and Nate, 11. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent Huddleston. Thank you, Brent. Starting battery for your Lamar Vikings. Behind the plate, number 16, Nick Griffin. Griffin is the catcher, and on the mound, number 9, Tucker Isbell. Isbell pitching for Lamar. Well, welcome, baseball fans, to this broadcast of Lamar Viking Varsity Baseball, brought to you by the Lamar Viking Baseball Booster Club. I'm Bill Frawley, be doing the play-by-play. You'll hear me also doing some PA announcing. With me in her headsets also Richie Sherrod. Richie, how are you doing tonight?
Bill, what could be better tonight at the ballpark? Beautiful day. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's just a few scattered clouds. It's warm. It's in the 80s. And there's a lot of wind blowing in from the southwest, which, that's what usually brings us that warmer, sometimes more humid air. Thank you, Gulf of Mexico.
That's right. That's right.
Of course, we don't have it near as bad with humidity as places like Houston, Bryan College Station, Corpus Christi. But it's a little bit more humid today and definitely very windy. The wind's blowing, it's kind of variable. It's blowing straight in at times, and it's blowing a little bit towards left field. But it's going to make for some interesting things. It's going to be tough to get a long ball tonight.
It will be. Early on in the game, you typically have a pretty challenging left field, third base, shortstop, and then left field with the sun. And then, of course, the wind tends to play a little bit of trick on the ball as well.
Leading off in the top of the first inning for the Colts, number 6, left fielder Cooper Peach. So here we go. The Vikings lost to the Colts 10-7 on Tuesday night. The first pitch grabs the outside corner, and there's a first pitch strike for Tucker Isbell. Count starts off no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch coming pretty quickly. It's actually lined right back to the pitcher. It looked like it was going to bounce into his glove, but he caught it on the line drive right at the ground for a quick out, number 1 on 2 pitches.
Yeah, really nice pitch and not a very hard hit
The next Colt
ball.
batter is first baseman number 20, Lazaro Alvarado. Lefty up at the plate. That pitch just misses outside. Already kind of picked up that this umpire is going to be a little bit kind of slower on the call sometimes. That first pitch of the game, he slowly turned and made the call. It's a good call. But
yeah, I thought it was a good call. But just the same as you, I was kind of hoping that that was going to be a strike, and I was kind of waiting for it.
Now Tucker Isbell on the mound finds himself in a 2-0 hole. There's a ground ball to the second baseman, picks it up, throws in plenty of time for out number 2. Second baseman, of course, being
okay, you
Houston
got it.
Cornish.
Bill, the umpire may be like us. You got to work up to
The
it
next
just a
batter
little
is
bit.
the catcher, number 25, Jackson Irons. I'm sorry, what's that, Richie?
Maybe the umpire's just like us. You got to warm up to it just a little bit.
Definitely so. That first pitch strike sets Isbell off on a good beginning for this at-bat. And now it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. If Isbell can get through the first 3 batters on less than 10 pitches, like he's kind of on track to do, don't want to, jinx anything. There's a ground ball sharply hit to the shortstop. Shryock picks it up, throws it across the diamond.
Got him.
Oh, my gosh, that's beautiful.
Went deep into the hole to field that ball, and it was a long throw to first base.
So on about 6 or 7 pitches, it's quickly 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, 3 down to start the first inning. There's no score.
All right, so Bill, should be.
Leading off for the Vikings in the bottom of the first inning, it's center fielder, number 24, Cooper Barnard.
Sunshine at the plate.
Cooper Barnard will lead us off as usual. And the first pitch, a strike. Called strike one.
Bill, we are going to have to wait just a little bit to get those strike calls, it looks like.
Yeah, and then, of course, with the lefty up there, I shouldn't say of course, but with the lefty up there, the umpire uses the correct hand but turns the other direction to call the strike.
Right.
And a second called strike down there in the bottom of the zone, and quickly Cooper Barnard facing an 0-2 count at the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball that the wind is going to take into foul territory, and it's going to go out of play over into the little transformer area.
Bill, you commented on the wind. You know, anything like that, that's a really high pop-up in foul territory on the first base side. Those are going to be tough plays just because there's going to be so much movement on that ball.
Yeah, definitely so. And the wind, I mean, we can just tell by the way the flag is changing directions at times. There's possibly circular type winds up high. That pitch is high and outside, and that's going to take the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Right now it seems to be coming straight in, but earlier it seemed to be going out to left, and now it maybe is inching towards right field a little bit.
High fly ball that's not going to leave the infield. Playable by the first baseman, Lazaro Alvarado, who does make the catch. So Cooper Barnard is out on an F3. The next batter for the Vikings, designated hitter number 1, Jalen Humbles. So Richie and listeners, here's something kind of interesting. So Jalen's mother, Stacy Humbles, longtime principal at Butler Elementary that feeds into Shackelford Junior High that feeds into Lamar. Well, now she's the principal over at Arlington High School. So here we are, Jalen playing the school that his mom is now the principal at. First pitch called strike one. Yeah, interesting stuff that comes up every now and then.
What could possibly go wrong?
You're exactly. Talk about your house divided. There's a ground ball hit sharply to the second baseman. He'll pick it up and toss over easily for out number 2. It'll go down as a 4-3 to get number 1. The next batter for the Vikings, the catcher, number 16, Nick Griffin. So far, a pretty tight pitcher's duel. First 5 batters of the game retired in order, and there's a called strike one on Griffin.
A coach's dream, lots and lots of strikes.
Yeah, yeah. You want to get as many innings out of your pitcher as you can on these district games. Wow, that one right down the middle. And there's quickly strike 2, no balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty good motion, it looks like, Bill. And, first time up, I don't know if they've seen him before, but it may just be a feeling out period.
Could be. There's a bouncing ball that's going to go foul back over to the on-deck circle by the Vikings dugout. Count stays at 0-2. Yeah, they haven't seen him this season because they saw, of course, the Tuesday night pitcher 3 nights ago. And Kino pretty much doesn't play, typically tries to not get into tournaments where you're going to be playing district opponents, plays as many other people as you can. So these players have not faced this pitcher this season. High fly ball that's going into right field looks to be playable, and it is caught by the right fielder, Braxton Hawkins. So 3 up, 3 down for the Vikings. They go down in order. We'll be back. Leading off in the top of the second inning for the Colts, number 4, shortstop Alex Bustamante. So the Colts went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. So the number 4 hitter, right-hander, shortstop Alex Bustamante comes to the plate. And the first pitch to him, right down the middle for strike 1. Richie, I was talking with Coach Kino a little bit offline. We did record a coach's show last night, somewhat later than typical, but it's out there. And we invite you to go periodically, usually it's weekly, to listen to those coaches' shows online. High fly ball, and it's going to be, just in and out of the glove, or out next to the glove of catcher Nick Griffin. That's a case where the ball went straight up in the air. He barely left the dirt
he didn't.
Of the batter's box area.
That's a really tough play. Really on a play like that, you'd like for your first baseman or even your pitcher, something like that, to come in and try and make that play. It's a tough play for the catcher.
Now, the purist will say the pitcher shouldn't leave the mound.
Agreed.
But someone who's coming toward the ball, third base, first base, something like that, points well made.
Straight up like that's a tough play to make. Nailed him.
And that hits him on the left arm, so he'll reach as a hit batsman. And the Colts get their first base runner of the game.
Okay, 15.
So one man on, nobody out. And the lefty, Braxton Hawkins up at the plate. The batter is number 15, right fielder Braxton Hawkins. So he kind of almost, swing fouls the first pitch away, and it goes to no balls, 1 strike.
Bill, was that a bunt attempt? It looked like a bunt attempt.
I guess it was. I was kind of looking down, look back up. There's a throw over to first base, but Bustamante gets back in plenty of time.
He showed the bunt pretty late in the pitcher's windup.
So still no balls, 1 strike. There's another throw back over to first, and that was a really quick motion by Isbell trying to catch Bustamante, the runner, kind of sleeping, and he dove back quickly.
A little closer play over at first base.
Definitely so. Here comes the 0-1. Another bunt attempt. Lays it down the third base line. Gilliam makes the good throw. They get the batter out at first. The runner advances to second. So that'll go down as a 5-3 sacrifice bunt for Braxton Hawkins. The next batter is the pitcher, number 22, Ryan Ott.
Nice bunt, made the third baseman come in and get it, and a good play by the shortstop to make sure he covered third because the runner was rounding pretty quick.
Now Griffin calls time behind the plate. He's going to go out and talk to Isbell for just a moment. So I was talking to Kino offline a little bit, and basically the playoff scenario is if Martin beats Grand Prairie tonight, which is likely to happen, you never know, then we're pretty much in. If that doesn't happen, we need to win at least one of the next 3 games left in the season. Like to take care of some business here regardless against the crosstown rival, Arlington High.
I think Lamar folks would say it's fun to beat Arlington, whatever the case.
Oh, and there's another hit batsman. So Tucker lost control of that pitch. It sails inside and hits him in the side. Courtesy runner at first base for the Colts, number 5, Preston Howard. The next batter is number 8, second baseman, Caden Horton. So in Texas, and like a lot of other places, high school baseball, even college baseball, courtesy runner for the pitcher. So now with 1 out, the Colts have runners at first and second, and the right-hander, Caden Horton, number 7 batter in the lineup at the plate. Here's the pitch. Just misses. I thought the umpire was going to turn and pull the trigger, but he didn't. So count is 1 ball and no strikes.
You know, you don't want to give a free pass, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Now you have a force force play at first, second, or third base. So if you take care of business, nothing hurt.
It's a really good point, Richie. It also allows the pitcher to kind of focus more on the batter.
Yep.
That pitch caught the outside edge. Nick Griffin did a pretty good job of framing it. Now
he did.
I was afraid when he kind of moved the glove back as opposed to rotating it, that might not get the call, but the umpire says, yep, that was on the outside edge, and the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on for the Colts at first and second. We're in the top of the second inning, no score yet. Both batters reaching base by hit by pitch. That pitch goes way outside off the glove of Griffin. That'll be a pass ball. And now the runners advance to second and third, taking away that force you were talking about, Richie.
Yeah, and, you don't want to put more runners on. And so, what you need to do here, and Isbell knows this, here's where you hunker down and you just focus on your batter. Make good pitches, and, if you can get out of this inning with no runs or 1 run, you're probably in pretty good shape.
Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that's a little bit kind of like a Marine haircut, high and tight.
High and tight.
So 3-1 count now. Isbell, so far tonight, he's been on pretty well, but when he's missing, he's missing. Griffin now going out to talk to Isbell and Coach Goodman, who's the pitching coach at Lamar. Basically also coaches the JV1 team, main junior varsity team. But he's going out to talk to Isbell. Just kind of settle him down, I imagine. Say, hey, don't get rattled. Still got lots of chances to get out of this inning.
Maybe trying to get a certain pitch to work, because it seems like that same type of pitch he's come inside on those right-handed batters of Arlington. And, at least twice hit him, and that last pitch was pretty close to hitting the batter as well.
That could be it. We got a really nice crowd out here tonight. The Viking stands pretty full. We have a lot of students and a lot of parents, but a big full kind of, no official student section, but a lot of students, and quite a few fans for Arlington High in the visitor stand. So it's a really great environment here and a nice night for baseball. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. He shows bunt, pulls back, and it's strike 2. The count goes full.
Batter, I guess you could say faked, like he was going to bunt the ball. And probably not a good pitch to hit, but a great pitch from Isbell.
So here comes the payoff pitch with the full count, and that hits him. That'll load the bases. Right off of his elbow. Now the bases are loaded with only 1 out, and all 3 reached by hit by pitch. The next batter is number 9, designated hitter Eli Terrell.
Nowhere to put him, Bill.
And a great time for a double play ball.
Yes.
Well, tonight's alumni night here at the Lamar Viking Diamond. A lot of former students coming back, and we had a ceremonial first pitch from Brent Huddleston. Who's
pretty good pitch, wasn't it?
It was. Hey, for somewhere getting towards chronologically gifted, he's
yes.
class of 94. Played catcher here at Lamar, 92 through 94. War number 3. Played some college ball at Northeast Texas Community College and then Texas Tech. Great to see him and some other former students out here, including him doing that first pitch. It's a lot of fun what the Booster Club has had going tonight, or this season, some of these special things like that. There's a pitch in the dirt, and Nick Griffin did a great job of keeping that contained.
Yes, he did.
And the count now will start off 1-0. Now, I hope for Tucker Isbell right now he just doesn't get too rattled, because he's in a bit of a jam here, and he's not having the control he would like. And that one almost takes off the helmet of the batter. It gets by Griffin. That's going to go down, I believe, as a wild pitch. And the Colts score their first run.
That
Scoring
pitch,
is number 4, Alex Bustamante.
That pitch almost hit him as well. I was hoping being able to go back from the stretch might settle him down just a little bit. But again, it looks like it's that same pitch that he's having trouble getting control of.
Oh, reset the count, please. Right? No, I'm wrong. No, my bad. My bad. I had an Alzheimer's moment. There's a swing and a miss at a pitch that kind of hung high a little bit, and the count goes now 2 balls and 1 strike.
He was
there was
really
such a break in the play. I lost track.
And
of
Bill,
what was going
he
on.
was really close to hitting another batter. And I at first was watching to see if he was going to motion him to first base, but it looked like it did not hit him.
That pitch catches the outside edge. And the count evens up at 2-2.
His fastball seems to be working. It's hard to tell from up here exactly what the pitch is, but it looks like a fastball, and it looks like it may be some type of a changeup or a curve that he's not quite got control of yet tonight.
That pitch hangs high, and the count goes full at 3-2. So kind of getting into his pitch count a little bit here also. In the top of the second inning. Oh, hit the guest run one more time. Or actually, you have to hit it twice. One more time. There we go. And that pitch hits that batter on the shoulder. So 4 hit batsmen this inning. Very uncharacteristic for Tucker Isbell. The bases are loaded now with 1 out. The best news of this whole thing is we're back to forces everywhere, including home plate. Number 17, the next batter's going over to Coach Womack saying, do I really have to go up there? I mean, there's more chance of getting hit by a pitch than striking out the way things are going. Number 17, third baseman Dylan Bouchell. So Dylan Bouchell, grandson of Steve Bouchell and nephew of Tanner and Shane and some other Bouchells who've come through the Lamar program. There's an attempt to steal home, and they got him. They got him. And now a throw over to third. So number 5, the courtesy runner, he was creeping along third base line, and then he made just a sprint, and then as Isbell saw it, he went ahead and threw the pitch. Nick Griffin caught it. It was an extremely close play, Richie. The Colt fans are not happy. Coach Womack from the Colts is still over there expressing his opinion to the home plate umpire, who does not waver at all. So that was an important, huge out.
Huge.
Now there's 2 outs, and you've got runners at second and third. No forces, but now there's
2 outs now.
Yeah.
And again, now you can say, I'm just going to focus on the batter, and you can be out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
So here comes the first pitch to Bouchell. It's in the dirt. Griffin stops it.
Really
Runners
nice.
have to stay put.
Nice block.
1 ball and no strikes. A little bit of break in the action. Or is he saying 2-0? Oh, yeah, because of the first pitch.
First pitch, they're going to call it a ball.
Attempt to steal home, yeah.
Okay.
My bad. We all got lost in the action of what was going
Excuse
on.
me.
No problem. There's a high fly ball going towards first base. Is it going to be playable as keeps trailing over? And it is. And the Vikings kind of dodge a huge, could have been bombed just for 1 bullet of 1 run.
1 run on no hits.
Yeah, 1 run on no hits, and they leave 2 on.
Yes.
In the top of the second inning, 1 run on